another episode of Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. Tonight we're going to take a look at Magic Hat Brewing Company's H.I.P.A, or H.I.P.A, from their IPA on Tour series. Haven't done a whole lot of reading on the IPA on Tour series, but I guess from the label on the bottle, it looks like they release one of these every season. This one is from the fall seasonal pack, which came out in around last August. I've been sitting on this one for a while now. So, the H.I.P.A is 6.7% ABV from the Magic Hat Brewing Company in South Burlington, Vermont. It says here that, well, IPA on tour. Magic Hat is presenting our year-long tour of IPAs. Please join us in welcoming to the stage our revolving roster of 4 features, specially formulated to entertain the palates of hop lovers worldwide. Smell the hops, taste the hops, love the hops, and say on tour with our quarterly cabaret of IPAs. Cool. So let's pop the top off of this one. It's got a really cool looking, like, moon swirl star kind of logo on it. I don't know if it's actually a hippie on the front of it, but whatever. So this is their fall IPA. Pour that in my Sam Adams glass. It's pretty looking. Go on over there. Kind of orangey, hazy. It's got some sediment in it. A little lighter maybe than some IPAs, but you know, considering this is actually a standard IPA, that's not bad. Nice creamy head, about a finger, was a finger and a half, I think. Boy, that's a really nice looking beer out of the glass. Wow, that's really nice. Yeah, the more you look at it, it's kind of like an orangey appearance in the middle. The rest of it is kind of like a golden blonde. It's not light or anything. It's lighter than some IPAs, but not quite as light as like what is it? Lagunitas' fractional IPA, that daytime or whatever it was. But it's holding its head though for a considerable amount of time. Although it's mostly sticky, I don't see any alcohol legs. I imagine that's going to leave some nice lacing, maybe. Cool. So, let's give it a sniff. I hope I didn't wait too long on this one. Doesn't smell off, I just don't get a lot of hop off of this. There's a slight amount of floweriness, slight amount of grapefruit. Other than that, there's really no smell. A little bit of hint of sweetness, but it's not very strong at all. It's actually quite faint. But what I do get is this nice floral grapefruit and a little bit biscuity smell. What I do get smells really delicious, but the rest of it, not a lot there. So let's put this thing down the hatch. Cheers. It's light tasting as well. Didn't go off. It's almost like a mixture of grapefruit and a resiny, earthy taste. Maybe a slight amount of herbalness. Like they use like a, yeah, like as you let it sit on the back of your palate, as it dries out, it starts to emerge more with this earthy, like herbal taste, like a Euro lager. But on the very tip of the tongue, it's the touches of grapefruit, floral hops, and a little bit of malt, like a sweet malt, like a crystal malt. It's not a very dark IPA. It's a slightly, I guess you could say that it's somewhat complex, but it's tasty. It's just it's not tasty to my standards. I imagine there's going to be people out there that are going to really like this beer, but it's got a little too much of that earthy, herbal taste for an IPA. It's probably more akin to like a traditional, like a mixture. It's kind of like, I guess you could say it's similar to like Harpoon IPA or Shipyard's Monkey Fist. Yeah, it's not bad. I can't say it's my favorite. I'm not going to give it horrible marks or anything, but I guess I could. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's like a full body. Like, where can I put this? It's more like a medium bodied beer. It's not quite very thick. Yeah, I think what I want to give for a rating on this one is 3.25 out of 5. Bordering on a 3.5, but not quite. If I gave any more granular numbers, it might be like a 3.4. But I'm going to give it a 3.25 out of 5. It's not my favorite IPA. It's actually a pretty good IPA, but I've had much better on this channel in the 500 plus reviews that I've done. So, yeah, Magic Hat's H.I.P.A IPA is not bad, but there's better out there. And you know what, though? Magic Hat has actually pretty impressed me so far of all the beers that I've had from them, so I look forward to trying more. I've actually got, I think, 1 or 2 more left in the fridge from these guys here. Heist Almighty picked up a pack of this and brought it back around, around harvest time, so, but we got to get to those really soon. That said, you probably won't be able to find this one until next year, and you know what, next year it might taste a little bit better, fresher, but overall, it's still quite a tasty IPA. Just not to make the taste really suit my palate the most. And for that, I'm really looking for like the dairy, like the big grapefruit and pine. This one really doesn't have a whole lot of that, just the herbal and earthiness. Anyway, thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's beer review of Magic Hat's H.I.P.A IPA. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you folks later. Cheers!